Hey everybody, this is Kiki from Niara Designs. I pray you're all doing well and are doing something that makes you happy. Today we are going to be making something, so it's kind of like a craft with me, if you will, because I'm sure if you're anything like me, you have tons of these items. And as junk journalers, we kind of hoard them. Anyway, before we begin, let's get into our God's gift box. And here we go. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. Luke 6:23. Lord, help us to put a new joy in our living. Absolutely. I wish that for all of you. Okay. I know, again, if you are anything like me, you have tons of these junk mail envelopes, either with or without windows. And we keep them and keep them and keep them. So I came up with a couple of ideas of what to do with these types of envelopes. Now, this one is more like I think a card size envelope. It is, let me just tell you, it is 6 by 9.5 inches, which is where's the, I can't find, oh, here we go, I'm sorry, which is 15 by 23.5 centimeters. Okay, so kind of, now the flap I always put on the bottom just to give it an extra thickness, but what I do is I just put the glue just at the very edge, because I don't want to get glue here because it'll make my pockets smaller. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do, is make sure that that's done. Okay, let me put my pin back in, because you know I always I didn't even show you, oh my gosh, I didn't even show you what we're making. Anyway, we're making a tag, obviously, but this tag, mine has 4 different pockets. You can put up to 6 pockets, and you can put like a pocket in the back and another one inside, but let me show you what I did. So this is an open flap, as you can see, and here is the first pocket, okay, and on the front flap. When you open it, here is the second pocket, just a little corner pocket. You can also put a pocket here. I didn't, I just used this as a journaling spot. Now on this side there are actually 2 separate pockets, one in the back and one here. So here's one and here is one, so 2 separate. And then of course you can put a pocket in the back if you wish to. I decided not to on this one. And then you can, we'll go through what kind of papers to use to put on top of it if you choose, or paint it. You can do whatever you want. I did put a paper. I'll show you what I put. This is from Lisa. This was in my birthday box. I love these trims. This little doily is also from Lisa, and the paper flowers, but I think they just matched so nicely with this, I had to use it. Okay, so we have our envelope. We put down our flap. It's nice and glued. Then we take it, and now you have to figure out what side you want it. I have the flap on the outside, so and I have the writing on the inside because you won't see it anyway. But if you're going to use something that's transparent or whatever, you might see the writing through it. So just to make sure, I keep the writing on the inside of the envelope, okay? Then you're going to want to fold it in threes, okay? When you fold it in three though, don't put all the way up. You want a little, it's not much, but just, here's the flap, there's just a little bit of space here, so it will, you know, fold down nicely without getting caught on this edge. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to cut each side, because that's going to be your two pockets. Okay, so let's do the front one first, and again, it just has to be a smidge, just to open it up, like literally. You just want to make sure it's opened. Okay, you're going to want to do that to the outside as well. Oh, this one that's fine. I was going to say this one I did a little thicker, but it's all right. It's fine. Not that much. Okay, so now we have it opened on this side and this side, so basically it's a tunnel, okay? But we have it folded like so. Now what you want to do is you want to cut, if you want a tag, you're going to do that now. Oh my gosh, what did I just, oh, I was going to say, I just had it out. I got everything ready. I swear I did. Honestly. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Yep, it's been one of those days. Again, you guys know, right? You please tell me I'm not alone. Not that I want you guys to have one of those days, but I just don't want to be alone. Anyway, all right, so now we have the tag shape. Now what you want to do is with the front, let me show you this one again. With the front one, I cut this part off just because I wanted to put an eyelet, but you don't have to. If you don't want to put an eyelet, then by all means you can put like a altered paper clip, you can put like a binder clip, you can put anything you want. You don't have to do that, but I really wanted to put this eyelet because I found these and I really liked it together. So this is how I did it. So this is going to be my front flap. So I just took it and made a mark to where I want to cut, and I just cut kind of along that line. And then, of course, because now, you know, we have this open, right? And we don't want it open because it's not going to be a pocket. It's going to be completely open. So you're going to take your glue, and it's easier for me if it's flat. I got to fix this later, but for right now, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's all good. Perfect. Now, I took, you can do it two ways. You can sit there and now put your papers on. If you're going to do that, remember this is going to fold on the inside. So you just want to put your paper here and here, like so. I will say, you are going to want to use thin paper. Don't use anything, I would say, thicker than like a regular copy paper. And this is actually vintage sewing pattern paper that I watercolored. I just took a big sheet, I put a lot of water on it, I took my watercolors, and I just did the same thing that I did with the tea bags. Then I took, while it was still wet, I took alcohol inks and I just dropped it yellow and green. And that's what made these shapes. And I have, here's what I have left over. And I love it. And now fall is coming. I can't even believe it, but it is. And these colors are so pretty for fall. So anyway, so you don't use scrapbook paper because it's just going to be too thick here and it won't bend nicely. So you're going to want, I did it half. So what I did is I took my paper, I used Elmer's glue, by the way, the clear, you know, my favorite clear Elmer's glue. I brushed it on one half, put my paper down, then did the other half, put my paper down, and then I went over the entire thing and I let that dry. Just make sure you don't glue, you know, you might want to put something in your pocket, not so you don't glue it down, okay? After you have that, let's say it's all decorated, and I have one that is, so it will, no, before you do any of that, what I just told you, you're going to want to go ahead and ink the edges if you like that look. So now is the time to do it before you put the paper down. And then I did it after too, so whatever. Then you're going to put the paper down like so. Then you're going to want to make your notches here and here. And I'll show you how to do that, okay? Now that it's all done, you're going to take this side and you're going to half it, okay, just to get that mark. Take your notch maker or circle punch or whatever, or leave it, you know, it's totally up to what you prefer. And here we go. And I already messed up because I was just supposed to do the front, not the back, but that's okay. I can fix that with a card. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, only do the front piece. Don't do both pieces. Don't do what I just did. So we are going to pretend that that's not punched out. Okay, we're gonna pretend. This side, you do want to do both of them, okay? And because this one is taller than this one, because this is the tag shape, you're going to want to half this all the way to here. And again, do the same thing. And then you are on this one, you do want to go through, what is going on? There we go. You do want to go through both of them, okay? Like so. Then what you want to do is glue it down. So here's one pocket, and then you're going to glue on the two sides, which this is going to be your third pocket. So we have one pocket on the front, number 2, and then number 3 here. So you're going to glue here and here. like so. And then, of course, you're going to put the papers on the inside and decorate it up however you wish to do so. And then you'll have something like this. And here again are my two separate pockets. Pocket here, and the pocket in the front the right way. See, I didn't do both sides, but I mean, you can leave it. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's one way. Okay, then I said, okay, how many of us have like a bunch of these envelopes, right? So then I came up with this. And this is like a tab. So with this, if you have a journal page, you can glue this on 3 sides. So this is a pocket, and then you have 2 pockets on the inside as well. So you can have 3 pockets and a tab. If I did this one because I didn't know which side I wanted it on, meaning which side, if I have a journal, if I want it on the right side or the left side. If I want it on the right side and my tab will be sticking out like this, I can always put, you know, something here, a piece of ribbon, lace, whatever, decorate it up. It'll look really cute. That's why I didn't decorate this. If I want it on the left side, you won't see it, that line anyway. But I just folded this paper. This is from Darcy at Mrs. Adventures with Mixed Media. I bought this from Cheryl at the Whole Bucket Her Lives sale. But Darcy made these. So, like that, okay? So you can do either way. And then, okay, well, what if you have a windowed envelope? And I'll show you how to make this one as well. Very, very easy. Let me show you how to do this first. It's so, so easy. So you have a piece of your envelope, right, like this. You're going to want to leave about a 1/2 inch for the tab part, okay? So just fold it so you have about a 1/2 inch-ish, okay? Like that. Then you're also going to want to glue down your flap, and if your flap is on the inside, okay, if you put something, and because this is going to be a pocket, right, it's going to get constantly caught on this ledge. So I have a trick for you. You get a piece of just regular, you know, transparent tape, and you want to put it down really well. And then what I usually do, I don't know what these are called, I'm so like a stylus type of thing, and I just go over it just to make sure it's stuck. You can even do this with washi tape, but if you do it with washi, I highly recommend you use glue as well as the transparent tape. And now when you put this in, it can't get, there's nothing to get caught on. So it'll go in nice and smooth. Okay, so then you're going to, now what I did with this one is I made my notch on the front and the back. So before I glued it, I made one, the notch here and here, and then I went ahead and I glued on these 2 sides. I closed it, and then I decorated it, or do whatever you want to do. I then cut the notch out with scissors. because I didn't know if it was gonna fit in, you know, this to fit in. So if you have a smaller punch, like if you're using a circle punch, it'll probably fit in there. But, you know, again, you do however you like to do. And then you have a cute little tab. And then I used the, I made the tab here. I used the notch for the end. And then I just snipped the corners off. And that's how I got this shape. So that's this one. Well, what if you have a windowed envelope? I'm glad you asked. Because whatever. I'm just being silly. Okay, windowed envelope. What I did was I made a template. How did I make the template? I took a piece of, let me see if I can, oh, this will fit. Pretend this is copy paper, okay? I took a piece of copy paper and I put it inside. And then I took that same tool, and I think this is like a stylus or something. I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. And it has two sizes. One is smaller than the other. I use the bigger size for this particular project. So I go in and I go around, and you don't want it too hard, but you do want to leave that mark. And it is easier if you have a mat. Like I use this mat. It's a self-healing mat, just to get a little bit of cushion. But you know, I don't want this video being too long, and I don't think you're gonna see this anyway. But do you see that indentation? It leaves an indentation, right? So that's what I did. Then I made myself a template. Let me find. Oh my goodness, I just had it here. I swear I did. Here it is. I made myself a template. And this template is what I use then to cut this out. And this is from a magazine, an ad for Greyhound, magazine from 1952, I want to say. And then when I cut this out, I'm like, oh, that would look really cute on a tag. And I also made that into a pocket as well. So when you put it, but I didn't put it in the right space, so it's fine. It's fine. So when you put it in, you get the whole picture. Isn't that cute? I love it. I think that's adorable. I didn't want to lose that, you know. I just love these old ads. They're just, I love the colors. They're so cute. So anyway, that's that. So we have 3, I guess, designs. We have the first one we made. Then we have this one with no window. And then the same type of design with the tab, but it has a window. So we have 3 separate ones. In the comment section, let me know which one you like better. Do you like the tag one with the 4 pockets, or do you like the tab one with no pocket, with no window and 2 pockets, or 3? Or do you like the windowed tab? Which one do you like? I don't know. I don't know. I love this, but I think I love it because of the ad. But I mean, I like the tab part too, because I just love tabs in different journals, and I love like things that you can play with, you know. that are interactive inside a journal. But anyway, I won't keep you guys. Let me know which ones you like. Thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me. I really appreciate it so much. I think that's all before I let you go. Yep, 3. Okay, that's it. Just wanted to make sure, you know, mine's been going crazy lately. But anyway, with all that, I will say goodbye. I will wish you an extremely blessed rest of your night, day, or morning, wherever you are in this world. God bless you. I love you, and I'll see you back soon. Bye, guys.